All right, can you guys hear me? Shake your head. Okay. I know a few people are kind of getting started and had questions on how we get paid, and so I wanted to go over the 11 different ways that we get paid briefly. I will try to go over a little bit more in detail the things that are more immediate, ways that we get paid for those of you just getting started. The first way are the business building bonuses. Those get paid whenever you're building your team. I tried to do a little chart here, but I have to do it backwards because it mirror images. And I don't even know if you can see it. But basically, when people come in with the welcome packs, they can come in with a $99 welcome pack or a $199 welcome pack. Most likely you came in that way. What happens when you purchase those, say you came in with a $199 welcome pack, your sponsor got a $49.75 bonus off of your welcome pack. The person above them, their sponsor, got $24.88. The person above them got $14.93, and the person above that person got $9.95. So that's kind of, as you build your team, those business building bonuses will add up, and they roll up 4 levels. Of course, if it was the $99 pack, it would be half of those amounts that I said. The next way we get paid are the Plexus pay points. These are also when you start building your team. Each person on your team down to 7 levels is worth points to you, and what that is every month the company divides up the revenue and gives those points a dollar value. And so every month as we all work together and our sales are up, those points will be worth an average of about $3 since I've been in the company. So let's say you have added 3 people on your level 1. Each of those is worth 5 points to you when they reach their $100, which makes them an active ambassador. So they would be, each of them 5, that would be 15 points. If they were $3 a point, that would be 15 times $3 a point would be $45. And that would be in addition to anything that you sold, that's just for having those team members. Another way that we get paid on those team members that you personally sponsored, your level 1s, you would get 5% commission override on their sales. So that's another good thing about building a team, because once you start building a team, you're going to get paid for work that you've done and then work that they're doing at the same time. With those pay points, we talk a lot about the power of 3. And what that is basically when you add 3 people to your team and then you train each of them to add 3 people, if that was to go down 7 levels deep, you would have 4,893 points. And that would be the equivalent of about, if they were $3 a point, it would be like $14,679. I know that sounds like a large amount of points, but it really is the power of 3. And if you can kind of keep it simple and not overcomplicate it and just think of building your business and finding three business partners to do it with you, and then train them to find their 3, and then they train them to find their 3, it just multiplies. With the pay points, in your first 3 levels, so that would be, say I signed up, Dusty signed up, Missy, whatever. That the first person that I sign up is my level 1, and then whoever she signs up is my level 2. Whoever they sign up is my level 3, level 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way down. Now, for the first 3 levels, you're going to get 5 points per person. After that, the 4th level, it's going to drop down to 4 points. The 5th level drops to 3 points. 6th level drops to 2 points, and 7th level drops to 1 point. And it's really kind of proportional to how much work you're putting into those people. A lot of times you don't really even know beyond your 3rd level. So that's kind of why it tapers off, and you'll get down to 1 point per person. But like I said, no matter what level anyone is on, we all get paid according to how well our sales are. So it's always good to work with everybody no matter what level they are, because they're helping with the pay point. And if you're not really sure what that means is, okay, if everyone were to do the minimum 100, our pay points would never drop below about 278, I think is the number. Of course, if everyone does more than their 100, our points go up. And so we all like to work together and get ourselves above that 100. And preferably, I recommend trying to hit the $500 mark every month. That way you're getting the maximum commission for yourself, and you're also helping boost that pay point. I'm going to try not to get ahead of myself because I'm not at commission yet. But the next way would be the achievement bonuses. And that's part of building a team as well. As you build a team, you move through the ranks, and the first rank that you're gonna work towards is the rank of silver, and that means that you've personally sponsored 3 team members. So you have found 3 people to do the business with you. Then you'll hit the rank of silver, and you'll get a $100 bonus. Each of those achievement ranks, silver, gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, all of those will get you a one-time achievement bonus. If you do that in your first 30 days of business, then they will double your bonuses. So that's a really cool way to make some extra money. If you're going and you're building it fast, then you can double those bonuses. The next way we get paid is personal volume and retail profit. And so as an ambassador, you've been given this website, right? And so these people can go on your website and order, and the company ships it to them, and they give you a check for giving out your website pretty much. When you sell at the suggested, if you were to buy your products at wholesale from your back office, which I've covered in one of our other meetings, if you go in and purchase at wholesale and you decide to carry stock, which is not required, but some people do, then you can turn around and sell it for retail price, which gives you that difference. That's going to be your profit. But if you choose to only do online sales, then the company's going to send you no longer checks because we went green, but you're going to get the commission put on a card or put into your bank direct deposited. Those commissions are either 15% or 25% on any of your volume that's over your 100, that's considered your qualifying 100 PV. So every month as an ambassador, the company asks you to either purchase or sell $100 in personal volume, but anything above that, you're going to start getting commission on. I kind of did another drawing, but like I said, I don't think that you can really see it. So I will try to read it and see if I can help you make sense of it. I can dig it out. I don't know if y'all can see that. If you are going to sell, okay, let me start over. If you purchase the triplex, I did the triplex because that's what I take. If you purchase the triplex at wholesale, then you're going to get 101 personal volume. So that's going to meet your 100 right off the bat with your products only. So then say you get a preferred customer that orders the triplex, that gives you 115 in personal volume, another triplex that's preferred, another 115 in personal volume. And then if you have a retail customer that goes on your site and orders the Slim Boost Block combo, it's going to give you 140 in personal volume. And then the preferred customer that comes on and orders Slim and Accelerator Plus gives you 90 PV. So all of this personal volume you're going to add up, and it's going to be $561 in personal volume. And then the ones that order preferred, you're going to get a bonus for those. So you take off your first 100 that is your qualifying 100, leaves you with 461 in personal volume times 25% because you've reached the 500 here. So you're going to get 115.25 in commission, and then these bonuses that you got for those 3 preferred customers is $58. So in commission for that month, you would get $173.25 on these customers and also your wholesale purchase. So that's just a way to, as you get sales, that's how you earn your commission. It's really, really good to get preferred customers because of those extra bonuses. They add up nicely. All of that goes along with building your team. And like I said before, the override commission that you're going to get on any level ones is 5%. So whatever they got 15 or 25% of, you get 5% of. So if you've sponsored 3 level ones and they're all getting their sales, then you get 5% of that as well. So it's really, really good to build a team whenever you're ready to do that. Let me skip down. Now, I talked about the achievement bonuses that were one-time bonuses, but what we have beyond the rank of Senior Ruby is the Emerald Pool bonus, the Sapphire Pool bonus, and the Diamond Pool bonus. And what these bonuses are is the Emerald Pool bonus it's comprised of 3% of the company's monthly ambassador payout, and it's shared among all ambassadors who qualify at the rank of Emerald. That is just a pool that all the Emeralds share. It's a pretty nice check that you get, and that is not a one-time bonus. It's an every month bonus. Then the Sapphire Pool is another 1% of the company's income, and it's divided between all the Sapphires. And then plus, if you're a Sapphire, then you also get to take a share of the Emerald Pool. And then the same goes for Diamond. If you're a Diamond, it's another 1% pool that you get a share of with all the other Diamonds, and then you also get a share in the Sapphire Pool and another share in the Emerald Pool. Another thing that is really cool at Emerald is that you get the Lexus bonus, which is a $500 bonus towards either the purchase or the lease of a Lexus. And you also get the Emerald Extravaganza trip, which happens to be Maui right now. And that's a really, really nice incentive for you and a guest to go on a trip. Now, once you reach Diamond, that's the top of our company, but our company allows you to re-enroll under yourself as your level 1. And basically you sponsor yourself and work your way all the way back through the business. You can work all the way to Diamond again. We don't have anyone that's done this, and we have one person that's almost there, so that's pretty exciting. Let me see if I have forgotten anything that I can see immediately. I'll read off a little bit of the income disclosure statement that we have now. Over 90,000 Plexus ambassadors earn enough income through their Plexus business to effectively get their Plexus products for free. That's a lot of people getting their products for free. The average length of time for Diamond ambassadors to achieve their rank has been 20 months, though it has been achieved in less than 6 months. The average length of time for ambassadors to reach the rank of Sapphire is less than 15 months. The average length of time for ambassadors to reach the rank of Emerald is also less than 15 months. In my opinion, some people have blown it out of the water and done it really, really quickly. It took me about 17 months to hit the rank of Emerald. Excuse me. Plexus ambassadors can earn income based on their commissions from products sold either directly or through the replicated website, as well as earning income based on their promotion of the product's brand and business opportunity. And I think all of you have access to the income disclosure. Basically, when you hit the rank of Emerald, you're making 6 figures a year. So that's kind of gives you a good idea of what you have available to you. A lot of companies have the same name of ranks, but whenever you get to those ranks, you might only be making about $2,500 a month, and then you still get a car bonus. I really respect our company that they put our car bonus at a place where we're already making 6 figures a year, and it's not something that could be detrimental if we lost rank for some reason or life happened and we weren't doing as well. We could still afford our car payment. So to me, that's a pretty cool thing and says a lot for our company. I'm going to unmute you all. Let me. Does anybody have any specific questions? I know that a few people were wanting to go over the comp plan, and I hope I covered it fairly decent.
Farah, I was thinking about something that Debbie Lister and I just figured out recently about, and I don't know if it's always been this way or if it was something new. I'm thinking it's probably always been this way, and I don't remember now what the specific incident was, but Debbie was curious about something in the way that her monthly bonus was paid out. So she called the company to get some clarification on some stuff. And so what we found out was, and I wish I would have thought of this before right now, so I could have got all the details. But basically, she didn't receive, it was her pay points, I think. She was curious about her pay points. But what happened was, because she had some ambassadors under her that had turned off, didn't have their auto qualification on, she's still ranked as a silver ambassador, but she's not paid as a silver ambassador on levels 1 through 3, because she just is at, I mean, she's still classified as a silver ambassador, but because of the people that were turned off, had their auto qualifications turned off or had quit or whatever the scenario is, she was only being paid as an ambassador, so on just her level 1s. So that's something to think about. And I know people, not everybody, but I know some people tend to get a little bit, I don't want to say offended, but maybe they get a little irked about, we're constantly talking about your auto qualification is off, or whatever. And it's really to help. I see a lot of people every month losing monthly commission because their auto qualification is off, and they've already made their order. They already have over 100 PV, so they're losing it. So then I go back and say, hey, you're going to lose your, fine, I'll spend that money, but I'd much rather you have it, because it's going to roll up to whoever. But anyway, so that was what happened to Debbie. I got off on that, but that's what had happened to Debbie. Even though she's still a silver ambassador, she had enough level 1s that had shut off that she was only paid, or down. So she was only paid on the 1 level, not levels 1 through 3.
Right.
What you get those pay points on.
Right.
Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to
absolutely.
put out there?
No, I actually probably should have covered that. As you move up in rank after silver, that means you have 3 personally sponsored. And then it starts to change, because whenever you want to go gold, I don't have it right in front of me, so I don't want to misquote it, but you have to have so many points outside of your primary leg. And what your primary leg is your strongest leg. So say that I had sponsored Dusty and she's my rock star. She just takes off building, and I never have added anybody else to my level 1. And maybe I added a few, but they didn't really do anything, and I just stopped. Then I would have to have enough points outside of Dusty's team to advance in rank. And it's the same as it goes on. You have to maintain your level 1s, because the company wants to know that you're still building your business. You're still training those people. You're bringing people into the business, and you're not just going to expect, I'm not going to sign up Dusty and expect her to work a business that I'm getting paid for. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love that about our business, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a great rule.
Yeah, I do too. I love that everyone benefits, but then at a certain point, Farrah isn't going to earn anything more off of what my business is doing.
Right.
If that was the same scenario.
Right. And that's why it's always, always important to add level 1s. I know some people might have come from other companies, or they might have just a mixed view of what we do, and they might sign people up under people on their team. And while that's not, I guess, always bad, I mean, if it's a mutual friend, then by all means, help them get their business built. And if it's somebody that's actually trying, but I have never just placed people under other people, because I know that I want to go diamond, and I have to continue growing my level 1s. And the way that our comp plan is structured, it's not meant for you to place people under other people. You have to continue building your organization. So if any of you have that kind of issue, you're not real sure what to do, then always, always add to your level 1. You can go as wide as you want. There's no limits. So I encourage everyone to do that. Let's see. Missy, I had asked you if you would share a little bit of your financial testimony. You think you're ready to do that?
Sure. If I can keep my voice, I'd love to.
Okay.
Okay. So when I started Plexus, I started because, I've been taking it, but I signed as an ambassador, as I've heard a lot of people say have done, is to get the product at wholesale. Never intending to sell it, or because I'm not a salesman. I'm really not. So that's why I got it. I was right in the middle of my first year of teaching kindergarten. And while I love kids, I found that being a Plexus ambassador has been way easier. But anyway, in the middle of my first year of teaching kindergarten is when I became a Plexus ambassador. And probably about 2 months after I had signed up, I got a check, and I was kind of surprised because I had shared it with a few people, and I knew some people had ordered, but I had no idea really what I was getting into or how that happened. So I thought, well, I'm going to look into this a little bit more because this seems like a pretty good thing. My products, all of a sudden, you know, I wasn't having to pay for my products because that was being covered with that little bit of pay that I got. So anyway, by the end of that school year, I was making more as a Plexus ambassador than I was teaching kindergarten. So with that said, I decided that this was probably a much easier way to go and more, I would say, because I loved working with kids. So I did a little preschool at my house just to satisfy that side of it. But it has been a huge blessing to my family. We were the kind of people that were scraping by paycheck to paycheck. And it's been really nice to have that little extra cushion to where it's not so stressful when it's payday. You get to do a few little extra things. And we have a son that's in China, and so we're supporting him while he's on a mission there. And it's something we always knew we would do, but just to support him. But now it's such a relief to our family to know that it's not a burden. And it all just came from sharing it. That I'm not a person. I'm really, but when I believe in something and I love something, I like to share it. And that's what I do. Is I just share it with people I know on Facebook and sit at home. Like today, I'm in my sweats and had a day on the computer, and that's really nice for me. I really enjoy that.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I was a stay-at-home mom. I joined for the discount as well, so I totally understand that. I don't know. I wasn't looking for anything to do, but it just kind of happened, and so I just feel like it was definitely a godsend thing. And now my husband's in the oil field, and so like right now he's been home for about 3 or 4 months, and we're just like, okay, God, you know what you're doing, because we haven't had to be stressed. We haven't worried about it. We've had income and still carrying on with life as usual. And I know a lot of people have been hit really hard during all this stuff getting shut down and everything. And so it's definitely a blessing in our family for sure. So that's awesome. I guess that's it, unless anybody has any questions that they would like to ask. I'll give y'all a few minutes and then we'll close out for the night. And all right. Nobody has any questions? All right. If not, we will, I guess, see you back next week.
Thanks, Farrah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Farrah.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Farrah.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.